Hey YouTube, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. It's your girl Kimberly. I know I've been away for a minute over the past couple weeks. It's been really hectic with work. It was my birthday, and for my birthday I went on vacation in Brazil. So as you can see, that's why I'm tan and why I have my braids. Vacation hair still looking popping. So but now I'm back in full effect. So in this video I'm going to be discussing the Sephora VIB sale. So the sale was like in the middle of my vacation, so I got some stuff before, got some stuff after. So there are some things that are opened and used and I can tell you about. There's some things that are new and I'll tell you why I got them. So if you want to know more and get some recommendations for this last couple of days or for the next sale, keep watching. Okay, so the first two things I'm going to talk about are Supergoop and Rebecca Taylor's Defense Refresh Setting Mist SPF 50. This is the little one that's, oh, my light is super bright, so we're going to have to see what we can do about that. Let's see if I shade her a little bit. So basically it's like a paisley container, and it's like a spray, and there's like a little plastic cap on the spot. When you go to the Supergoop section at Sephora, you'll see it. This is basically a setting mist. I buy all versions of this. This is my first time getting the Rebecca Taylor, and I do like the scent. I think it's like a lavender scent, but basically when you're on the beach or out and about living your best summertime life, you don't want to necessarily put more SPF cream on top of if you put makeup or like highlighter or anything on your face. So I really use this to just spray SPF on my exposed skin, and it's super easy to use. It has like a little thing, you shake it up, you spray it, and then it's amazing. But before I put my makeup on, I've been using the Supergoop Glow Stick. So I do have combination skin, so it's oily here and dry like on my chin, down here, and like on the sides of my face. So this is really nifty because it is, I'm gonna just take the cap off, it's like a little lip balmy gel thing, and you just rub it on your face and then massage it into your skin, and it gives you SPF 50, and it's super fast to use. I love Supergoop products. I always have them in stock somewhere in my beauty makeup situation because it's really important to have SPF, and I'm super glad I was able to get these on sale. So definitely check these out, especially if you're going, you should wear SPF every day, but especially if you're going on vacation someplace where it's really hot. Their sun is going to be a whole another sun. Trust me, I done got burned in Panama, Thailand, Cuba, plethora of countries where I'm like, ooh, I used my little SPF 30 and it was not enough. So get this SPF 50 so that way you can make sure you're taking care of your skin. Okay, so now I'm going to discuss the things that I bought but did not open yet. And kind of just say why I got them, what I think of them, and why I like them. So some of these things are not, they're repeat purchases. Like I already had it and I knew I wanted it again, so I just waited until I was going to get 20% off. And then some of them were things I've been plotting on for a little bit. Some of them were things that they just caught my eye because they didn't have what I wanted, and I had some more money in the budget. So let's get into it. So Sephora bag, bloop, on the floor as we go through all the products. So the first thing I'm going to say, which is an oldie but goodie, Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. Now since this was like, they merged with Skindinavia and then it became like a better spray, and now this is a repackaging. This spray has never been bad. It's always lived up to the hype. It always made my makeup last. Now I know that Urban Decay has a lot of sprays, so I'm going to just explain really quick why I keep getting the all nighter. Although I do want mattifyingness although I do want mattifyingness for the T-zone on my face, I don't want my whole face to necessarily be ultra matte. My favorite look is like that natural matte where it's like you have like a little sheen and a glow to your skin, but you don't look greasy or dewy, and this really helps me get that. So it does help control like the oil on my nose, but I do have to maybe like powder a little bit or do something a little extra. But for me, it's worth it to do that because I had like a little sample of the D-Slick, and I used to keep D-Slick for like the summertime when I was trying to wear like 5 layers of foundation in 90-degree weather, and I'm like, oh, D-Slick will make it work. And the D-Slick did make it work, but my skin felt like I couldn't breathe and I was going to pass out. But I was also using too much D-Slick, but that's a whole nother story. But this is kind of like a happy medium. It gives you a little hydration, but it doesn't make you totally dewy, and it helps control the little oil. So Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray is my fave. I always get the 4-ounce size. The little small ones are only for travel. It doesn't make sense. A lot of people who will keep like the small one on their makeup table, and it's like you're gonna end up keep getting it, and now you might as well have just got the bigger size. So keep pushing. Alright, next is the Bobbi Brown Stick Foundation. Now this is one of my favorite this is the best stick foundation that was ever created. I'm in the shade, they changed the shade range. So I used to be Warm Almond, that was 7.5, but apparently now Warm Almond has jumped to 6.5, which means that the shade range is shrinking. And I'm concerned, Bobbi Brown, because I feel like we should be going in the other way where we have more shades and not less shades. But we'll see what happens. Maybe this is just like a temporary thing, and then you're gonna like relaunch the collection or something. But I love this, and I can't live without it. So the one I have now is down to a nublet like that big, so I had to get a new one. So of course I'm gonna get it when they're on sale. Next thing is the Precisely My Brow. I just bought another thing that I didn't show from the previously bought is I bought another Anastasia brow pencil because I was trying to use the Givenchy pencil and it wasn't really, look at this baby pencil. I did not know it was going to be this small. What does this look like when I open it? I feel away. I'm about to see, was this cheaper? I think this might have been cheaper. Okay, Kimberly, calm down. But I bought an Anastasia. I'm convinced that the only brow pencils I like are the mechanical little wax ones. These real life sharpened pencils just don't do it for me. So this is the Precisely Brow in 5 by Benefit. I usually get the full size one with the spoolie on the end. I mean, technically it looks like the same amount of product, it just doesn't have the spoolie on the end, and I have a makeup spoolie brush, so I kind of don't need it, but it was alarming to see how small this was. Alright, the next 2 products I got were just I wanted other things. They didn't have it, so then I ended up getting this. So what I wanted to get was, which they did have, but it wasn't the right shade, was the Bobbi Brown bronzer. And the Bobbi Brown bronzer darkest shade did not go with my skin tone, especially now that I'm gloriously tan. It did not go at all, and I was like, oh, it's too late, so let me get something else. So I've always heard so much about Huda Beauty. Go with Huda. I know that she's from, the person who created it is from YouTube, and there's like a whole backstory that I probably should know, but I don't. And I always see their products, but in the Sephora I go to, or maybe it's just the times I go, there's never anybody over there. Like if you go to the Fenty section, crazy. You go to Smashbox, it's like the old reliable Smashbox girls. You go to Lancome, it's us sisters who need all the shades, and we go to Fenty and Lancome. And it's like you see people at every little makeup section, but it's Cover FX and Huda Beauty, and no one is over there. And I know that there was a time when it first came out in the foundation and everybody was talking about it on the internet, but now I guess that lull has like, I guess that's all like died down, and nobody's really over there. So I was like, well, since nobody's over here, let me peek on over and see what's in this section. So I went and got the 3D highlighter palette. So in terms of the ice cream cheek effect, where people put highlighter, blush, and then contour, and then it looks like too much things are going on in this small little section of your face, I'm not team that. What I usually do is I forego blush and I just use highlighter and contour. That way it's a little less going on. So I have lots of highlighters that I love, specifically Hourglass, but I was like, I want to try something new. So I went to get this, and it's very interesting. This is my first time opening it, so that's why I kind of made this face. It has some instructions for how to use it. It says use the first one to prep, use the second one to set, use the third one to sculpt, use the fourth one for blush. So basically this is telling you to do the ice cream technique that I just said that you probably shouldn't do. Okay, I mean, to each his own. I do know that every advertisement for this makeup brand is like face beat on 1,000. So I could tell you already right now that all of these are shimmery, and I will not be sculpting anything with these. These are all highlighters, and the one that's too dark to be a highlighter, Aruba, is going to be an eyeshadow. I'm definitely not. You do not contour with shimmer. That is like a huge no-no, because then that means the side of your cheek is going to be like a flash pad, just shining crazily ridiculousness on pictures and stuff like that. That's a no-go. That is a no-go. And even if you look at Homegirl on the cover, now that the plastic's off, it's like you have too much shimmer. Your cheek, your lip, your chin, your eyes, like, girl. But thankfully, I didn't look at the packaging when I bought it. It was already open, and I saw, what 2 shades were it? I saw Barbados and Maldives, and I was just like, oh, that's it. Crazy face shimmer. And my preference, what I do is then I have like the one crazy shimmer, and then everything else will be muted. So it'll be like a brown smoky eye, a neutral lip gloss, nothing too crazy, and then I will have the boom, like the highlight will be the star of the show. Boom. So I was struggling to get that back in the plastic. That's what that was. And then next thing I got, okay, so I'm like already opening the box because it's NARS, first of all, so I'm excited. Second of all, I have been wearing NARS blushes for years, but I never got Orgasm. I will always look at Orgasm and I'm like, oh, it's not for brown girls. In terms of a blush, it's too light, da 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 da. But now I'm like, I'm just gonna use it as like a highlight. So instead of when I do just the, like I was saying, I don't like the ice cream cheek, so I was just gonna do a pinky highlight and then the contour. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get Orgasm. I should have been on the bandwagon. I already have like 10 NARS blushes, and to not have Orgasm, like, it's crazy. And I wish I probably should have gotten one of the ones with the palette. I didn't get the $40 huge size because I'm not sure how much I'll be using this, especially since I already got another highlight palette. So it's like, this is a lot of makeup. So, and a lot of makeup that does the same thing. So this is with little NARS package on it. So let me flip that over. And the one and only Orgasm. So because of the light, oh, there we go. You can see her a little bit. Oh, I'm blinding y'all. Sorry. I'm going to get it together. I promise. There we go. It's like a nice little pinkish color. It has like these gold flexes in it. So I'm excited to just try to play around with it and use it. And I'm going to come back. I'm definitely going to do a video. Can brown girls use NARS Orgasm? Because I feel like a lot of us have that question. And we've probably been missing out and skipping out. And it might be something that looks amazing on us. So, love, love, love NARS blushes. So that's what I got so far. I'm going to go online. I think I'm going to try and get some of the Ordinary Cosmetics because I've heard so much about them and they don't sell them in stores. So that'll be my last little tinsy wincy purchase. But again, I want to just say thank you to Sephora. I mean, like, she's my personal friend, right? Like, thank you to Sephora for everything that we've been through. No, but I really appreciate these sales. As somebody who shops makeup, stores like Sephora, Ulta, ColourPop, I'm trying to think of all the makeup brands that just consistently do sales. Like, I know that if the product's really worth it, that you shouldn't have to discount it, and Apple doesn't do sales and blah, blah, blah. No, I appreciate when these things are discounted. First of all, y'all getting my money already because I'm Sephora Rouge. So y'all know how much that costs. So it's nice to be appreciated and to get a discount sometimes. So thank you, thank you. Keep that up. I'm excited to see this Fenty release next week. So we'll see if I get anything. But make sure you subscribe so that way you can find out and see on the video. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.